Hey everybody, it's Julie. Thanks for joining me today. We're using the May Faith Art Box from Creative Retreat Kits, and we have landed here in Psalm chapter 40, and we're journaling verse 4, but there's really a lot in this whole chapter, so we'll discuss that a little bit later. I'm starting off by doing something I often end with, but I'm sponging the edges of my page, and now I'm going to mask off my verse. I'm using distress inks, and the colors are mustard seed, that's this yellow, mowed lawn is the green, and peacock feathers is the teal blue that I'm going to be using. So I am masking off the verse, and then I sponged around that washi tape. And look how vibrant and bold and bright it makes that verse. It really just highlights that verse. I love to do that. I'm stamping now with the Zion alphabet stamp set from the Creative Retreat shop, and I'll link that. And I'm stamping onto the back of the devotional card the letters S-H-E to spell out she. Now I'm starting this first because this is going to be my largest element on the page. So I want to use my largest element so I can just get an idea of how to space everything. Now I'm using the same sponge that has that ink already on it from before, and I'm just scraping the edges, and that will give it kind of that yellow outline as well. And now I'm going to be coloring in a little bit of those alphabets. The bold bar coming down is an outline, so I just color that in by stamping my ink pad directly onto some clear cellophane wrappers. And now I'm going to be using that to add some smooshing onto my page. Now I could have just stamped the letter S-H-E, the letters, directly onto my page, but I wanted to add that graphic element to it. And this is another step that you don't have to take, but it just adds some color to the background. You just stamp it onto the packaging, and I'm doing a second layer now, which will give it a little bit of depth and dimension and texture to it. And this is the peacock feathers color. So I'm doing that. You just wet it a little bit. The distress inks are activated by water, so you just give it a little bit of water and move it around and then smush it directly onto your page. It is such a quick and easy way to get color onto your page, and you can do it with all kinds of products like watercolors. You can do it with markers. You can do it with Neo colors, the watercolor crayons, even with watercolor pencils if you just activate it with the water. So try that. Give that a try. It's a very easy way to do it. So I'm just putting all of my stamps down now and lining them up. So you can see why I did the she alpha tiles first, because that's kind of my centerpiece. It's going to see how I can space everything. Now I'm using that eraser to kind of dirty up and just give some texture to and grit to my stamps so that it will pick up the ink. These are newer stamps. This is one of the first times I've used most of these stamps. So I'm stamping out blessed and then the word faith. These are from the stamp set. And then this little circle here says in, and then there's this image, this icon that has 3 little hearts in it. It can be used as a banner, as a separator, and I'm just kind of underlining faith with that. And I'm using the green, I'm using black, and then blue here, just to get a variety of these colors in. And the reason why I put that blue color splash over there is because I'm going to have a lot of green with some flowers and then that devotional backing. So I wanted to make sure I got some more blue in there. Now I'm stamping this word Jesus, and I love that scripty font. It is so pretty. And I'm just placing everything. Now I'm going to stamp these flowers, and I'm doing these in 2 steps. Because I'm using these little mini inkers, the mini ink pads, I can actually just isolate the flower and then with the yellow, and then the stems with the green. And then I breathe, I kind of huff onto my stamp after I've inked it off screen. You don't see that, but that just wets the ink a little bit better and activates it. So here we go. I'm going to do that again. I'm doing that up at the top and at the bottom to kind of just frame the whole image there, the whole banner that I've created. Isn't that pretty? I love that flower. And so you could do it all in one color, or you could do it here with the two colors. Now I'm just going to add in my words just to finish off this sentence, this title. And so I'm putting in, "Blessed is she whose faith is in Jesus." Now this is all from verse 4 that says, "Blessed is the man who makes the Lord his trust." This is from David, and he is, being chased by King Saul. He is dealing with all kinds of stuff, but he is saying, "Blessed is the man who makes the Lord his trust." It's not just saying who trusts in the Lord, but who actually makes the Lord his trust. Noun, trust. It's like Jesus is my trust fund, and I can draw on him. I can draw strength and stability and peace and comfort. And that Jesus is my trust. So, of course, I changed the pronoun to she instead of he because I'm not a man. So, if you're a guy watching this, you can certainly do "Blessed is he." Now, here's what I am doing. I discovered that the March stamp set that came in the kit, look how it coordinates with this flower stamp from this month's kit. It's kind of like an outline. So I'm just lining it up. I stamp it in black, and then I line it up. And I could have left it the way it was, and that was charming. But look how really cool that is, that it provides that outline stamp for that flower. So that's kind of like two-step stamping, where we inked it up with the color, and then we went over it with the outline. So now that stamp set and that Faith Art Box, the March, is currently sold out. But the stamp set, because it's sold out, you may have your hands on it already. That was from March. But if not, sometimes there's a restocking of just the stamp sets, not the whole kit, but just the stamp sets. So if that happens, I will update the link on this video. But for now, you may have that stamp already. And if not, just leave it the way it is. But if you've got that stamp set, it's really cool. So I'm using the Blessed tab that is in the kit, and then I use my powder tool to get rid of the adhesive because that stickiness is exposed. And I'm just outlining some of the things here. This passage, it's talking about blessed. Blessed is she whose faith is in Jesus. It's not saying I'm going to be blessed with money or blessed with all these wonderful things. It's saying I'm going to be blessed when I put my trust in Jesus. I am going to be blessed with him hearing me, with him drawing me up out of the pit of destruction. That's in verse 1. Out of the miry bog. He will set my feet upon a rock, and he will make my steps secure. He puts a new song in my mouth. These are the things that he blesses me with. These are spiritual blessings, blessings of peace and strength and security. He hears me and he's with me. And this is the type of blessing. This is how I am blessed, by putting my faith in Jesus. Yeah, the other things may come too, physical and economic and, just possessions, those kinds of blessings. But it's more those spiritual blessings. And that's what we should cling to. That's what gives us the strength to keep going. And that's what gave David strength, even when he was facing all kinds of adversity. So you just see I am adding some of the heart stickers, and these are the white stickers that came a few months ago if you have the subscription, if you ordered that Faith Art Box. And it's really cool because I'm just painting them yellow and green, the same as I just used the Distress inks, the same way that I did it before. I did some journaling on the page. I gave a little bit of texture stamping to it, and that's it. So give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Be sure to check out the blog posts that I have linked, and also the link for this kit. You can get that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Until next time, God bless. Bye-bye.